stand here. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll move right to item 2, that's considerations of agenda additions or deletions. We have item 12 and 13 for additions to the agenda. I entertain a motion to add 12 and 13.
Move.
Okay.
We have a motion, Shelley second. All in favor? Motion carries. What's that you two? We're gonna start that.
Did I say anything?
Got the look. Now we'll go to invitations to members of the audience to speak to items on the agenda. Seeing none, we'll move right to communications.
I have one communication for you today. This letter from the IHSAA was sent to Brian Yoder. It was about our boys basketball game on the 5th of December, written by Garen Bonbreaker. He said that both teams showed exemplary sportsmanship in this varsity contest. Players politely asked questions, gave the basketball to the nearest official at nearly every opportunity, and helped each other up from the floor. Despite the wide margin in the final game score, both teams were positive in supporting their team in a positive manner. And that was from the entire team of officials for that game. Share that.
Very good. Our first is item 1, new business. It's a sale resolution. I'm sorry. We got a lot of this, so. Answers up.
Does it? You get a share and present. And present. And then it's on the bottom, present. Okay, thank you all for coming to LIS today. And a lot of students here today as well. Super excited to share what we're doing at the intermediate building this school year. So you can click the next button. I got a lot of presenters here with me. Corbin, unfortunately, couldn't be here in person, but we do have him on Zoom. He'll pop in for his parts. Cooper, if you want to give a wave to the crowd. Devin, Cassidy, and then another slide. We got Hazel, Macy, Kenna, and Renee. Then I'll pass it over to Cassidy. Oh, there's also administration in the building. I'm the principal. Thank you for the opportunity to lead the building. Miss Robertson unfortunately had a family situation, so could not attend, but give her kudos. She's doing a lot of great things in the days that she's been here. Really working with 3rd grade on iRead. And I will say the message of my presentation today is I am the leader of the building, but the families here make it possible. My staff is rock stars and really help each other out in all different ways if you watch our building. And I do a lot of stuff too, but I couldn't do anything without those people. But Cassie, let's kick it off.
Welcome to the board of LIS. We are now going to be doing our Brain Start Smart.
So, Mr. Cooper, you want to go lead us through connection?
I will explain connection and getting advice to people and sharing how I feel about the daily questions I can learn about people, what they like to do.
Do a connection.
Let's high five. Let's high five.
Say have a great night. Hey, have a great
Have
night.
a great night.
Have a great night. Have a great night. Good
I'm going to be explaining to you guys one thing we do every morning as a school family. In my opinion, is my favorite part of the morning. It's wish well. Wish well is a time where we show and express our feelings of how we care about or have deep feelings in friends or family. And I want to give an explanation of how you can do that. So you're gonna think about somebody in your head, and then you're going to put your hands around your heart, and then you're gonna breathe in, and then breathe out, and send those well wishes to that person.
Amen.
Now we are going to be doing a breath. My favorite breath is the firework breath. So breathe in. Out, breathe out. Breathe in. Out, breathe out. Breathe in.
So those are what we do every morning. And we sometimes do them. I was in Miss Amy's class this week, and she did it to start a lesson. So it also doesn't need to be just at the beginning of the day. Anytime we transition, or we just need to take a breath. I do it in my office sometimes as well. So I'm kind of going through mission and then as well as the vision statement of Lakeland and how we match that for our students and their experience. And then I have a little bit on staff and how I've tried, me and Ms. Robertson and the team have tried to make it a destination corporation for staff as well to keep people and get people. But this is the mission of Lakeland, dedicating it all, preparing all students for career and life success. And then vision is to be a destination corporation for students, staff, and other educational entities. And then I'm going to first start on the student focus. We're here because of students. That's why we're here. And making them grow as a team. So one of those is to provide a safe, supportive environment for them to grow academically, socially, combined, athletically, arts, all those, as well as opportunity to collaborate with the community and build connections with each other and our school. So one is the continuation of PLCs from last school year. Just trying to get the best practices as a grade level and looking at student data to make these students over here grow to the most of their abilities. We did tweak it a little bit this year where we have really put an emphasis on the iLearn. I don't have a lot of tangible data today in my presentation. Mine is more of a cultural building presentation of culture will then create data and having a culture of enjoying being here with your school family does increase academics. But we are definitely focusing as teachers on determining the levels of the performance level indicators that have been talked about at previous meetings. We are meeting on PLC Mondays, and then we are placing students in grade levels in their area of where they currently are to move them up a level or two levels to make sure that we are meeting what the state of Indiana really wants. Those are the conversations that our teachers have had. Like, we think they are doing well, and they're not meeting that advanced level. This is what we understand. And that goes right into my next slide, which is we continue to do our win time, what I need time, which is specific targeted intervention in math and reading. It could be remediation, it could be enrichment. Groups are shuffled on Mondays, and Macy will kind of explain to students and how that looks for them.
It's really fun. You get to go to the teacher based off your ability and math and reading. And I go to Miss Roller, and in reading we got to read a book and then got to rename the title, to change it and make a poster about it. And then math we're learning about percentages.
So all kids kind of move at that time. Some do stay with their long-term teacher, but in her experience she does go to a different teacher. Reading challenges is still a continuation, trying to keep excitement in reading and literacy.
So reading challenge is when the goal is to read 5 hours each month. And if you read 5 hours, there's prizes. And for 1 hour, 3 hour, 5 hour, the 1 hour prize is you get a little piece of candy, like a Jolly Rancher or something. And then the 5 hour, the 3 hour prize is when you get a small fidget. And then the 5 hour prize is big and it changes every single month. Last month, it was popcorn with candy, and this month it's hot chocolate.
And then we move on to our One School, One Book. We continue that from last year. That's where Mr. Corbin on Zoom will kind of talk to you about his experience. He came to family night. Can you hear me, Corbin?
Oh, are you muted, Corbin? We can't hear you all of a sudden. Okay, try now. Nope.
Nope, I didn't. Nope.
Any ideas then, Sam?
Hold on one second. Oh, it was working.
Yeah, there we go.
Go ahead, Corbin.
We were boarding Lisa's like Take to the Miracle. After we read the book, we got to go to family night. At family night, we did many fun things. We played bingo, made crafts, did a scavenger hunt, and my family and I had so much fun.
And then you can just stay on the phone if you can.
Just stay on.
Because you have a little bit more when we get to houses. Can you go back to my slideshow? Thank you, Corbin. Thank you for being patient as we got through that. And then we move right on to some more awesome things for our, like I said, in the Destination Corporation. Being connected to community, both in our school and in LaGrange County, is an important one. These are some of the places that we work with at LIS this year. I do have two specific examples from some of my students.
The LaGrange County Parks Department came to our school and told us about how glaciers affected the earth and how sedimentary rocks are formed. Another community thing that we did was we learned about water and soil from Park Hill, and for the water, we learned about like how much water there was, like salt water, and how much of the water was in our world, and how important it was for our water to stay clean, and so it could stay healthy for our bodies. And for the soil, we got to see how like the clay and other things were for our soil whenever we added water. And the little fun thing that we had in there was whenever you were digging, you could see the little worms, and they were kind of really cool, kind of a little part of nature.
Okay, and our big change here in the school community was through houses. So Ms. Hayes will kind of talk about what it was, and each house will explain it, and we'll sort you.
So last year, houses were just colors that were yellow, red, green, and blue. But this year, they actually have like stuff that they're known for. Like Tempest Bay is known for courage, Castle is known for integrity, and for points, it changed because you used to just turn it into the front office, but now you get to give them to your teachers and they turn it in on Class Dojo. And for houses, it also changed because we used to meet just on Fridays for like 30 minutes, and now we spend an hour doing houses once a month at the end of the month. And we spend 30 minutes at the house talking about like the previous month and stuff and then you practice your chant stuff, and then the other half you spent in the gym with everybody in the school, and you give out like liquor pride awards, you do your chants, handshake.
So we're going to talk a little bit about each of the houses, and then we'll sort you, and then we will teach you the chants if you're in that house. So Cooper and Corbin will do that for you. Who wants to start?
Crystal's virtue is integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching and being a leader. Our motto is hold steady, rise true.
And then Cooper, you want to explain your favorite part about houses in Crestville?
Crestful.
Like, what's your favorite part about it?
My favorite part about it is like meeting up with different teams and like clapping for the people that got like the
Yeah, like
pride.
your friends. So we're in Crestville. How many times have we won?
Too.
Yep. I think that's the most.
No.
Quick, next one, twice. Can you go? Who's next? Can you go back to present and then quick get to the next house? Right, one more. Right there. Silver Harbor, teach your house.
So Silver Harbor, our main colors are silver, obviously, and white. And I feel like we have the best house because we are loyal, which means we can be good friends, and we can be trustworthy. And we also have an anchor as our logo, and it is kind of like Lakers. Like they have an anchor. I think house meetings are the best because you get to see and chat with your friends from like 6th or 5th grade or even 3rd and 4th grade.
Okay, quick 2 more times, and we'll go to the next one. Tip this way. Have you guys won yet?
No, we're going to.
Our virtue is courage, and courage is not giving up when you're stuck on something or to keep going. And our color is nature. We have strength and chaos, bold action, and we're resilient spirit. Some of our traits are brave and bold, thrive and change. Our motto is face the storm, lead the charge. If we're going to win the next 2 months.
You guys have a handshake?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, show them handshake. Okay, our last one, win me here. House of Wisdom, they're currently in the league, so if you get in there, they got a lot of honor rolls, which puts them ahead of Crestfall.
Whittier is a house of wisdom. Our shirt color is gray, and our motto is wisdom flow deep.
Winter represents deep thoughts and quiet strength. Wind brings ideas, and year represents calm and depth.
Our theme is calm insight, thoughtful actions, and steady curiosity. And we have the best handshake.
Better than
Tempest Waitress.
Winter!
Okay, so now we're going to sort the houses, so all the kids got a random scratch off at the beginning of the year to get in new houses, so kids come over here and see who joins your house. Then you can teach them your chant. We'll do the chants. I will do my couple slides, and we'll be over with the LIS presentation. So they all got a random one. The house will choose you. So it's either a virtue that you know really well, and you can help others do, or it's one that you can work on. So you will decide which one you get. So scratch it, and then you will tell them, you will collect. There should be 2 and then 1 single person, I believe. And then go teaching your chant. No, so then you guys see who they have.
I'm Whitmere.
Oh,
Go over there to them. Do that first wall. Okay, so you need your phone, and then you guys will teach the chants to them, and then we'll do the chants, and we'll get on out of here. So teach them your chant.
They're on there now.
I'm so happy for you that you got the best spouse. It's sad to be a leader.
So I'll be the leader today. I'll say that Corbin and you will yell first.
Who stands there?
First one's doing side by side, right? And we'll turn to face each other. You guys are already doing it now. Okay, there we go. You guys, you think your house knows? You think your board member knows it? Okay, let's see. So we'll start with press ball. Dr. Blaze doing press ball today. I'll be the main leader. It's up there too. You're gonna keep me up. Who's on top?
Press ball!
Who won't been?
We never been!
What's our guide?
Truth and pride!
What's our aim?
Earn our name!
All together. Oh, that's us. My bad. Press ball leads. Press ball leads side by side. Press ball roars with school pride. Yeah. Who's the other?
What's our key?
Loyalty!
Anchor strong, we never sway. Silver Harbor leads the way.
Woo! What do we got?
Who brings the storm? Tempest way. Who doesn't break? Tempest way. What do we fear? Nothing here. We rise, we fight, we own the night.
And Windmere.
Who stands here?
Windmere!
Sharp and clear.
Windmere!
Clear what we do.
We deep it through! We are Windmere!
Yeah. I will get through my section pretty quick. The vision here, kids, you gotta see, I'll be done. You go to your parents and do what you need to do. Vision for staff, those are what we do for staff. So opportunities to grow, place you want to work, best practices, quick next. Professional development is a main thing at Lakeland. So we get an opportunity to go to a lot of places. This was Summer Institute with a team that some older teachers who weren't sure about conscious discipline. We went together and learned a lot of different things. They have brought it back and been very comprehensive of both the training and the continued training throughout the school year. We also continue to work on best practices through our 2-hour delay waiver program. So I have taught one about purpose, motivation, and learning objectives, framing the lesson, and using the work of John Hattie and visible learning to get the most out of this lesson. Ms. Robertson taught Teach, Model, Demonstrate, where she taught a strategy to get kids more talking and reading and writing and talking. And then we still have conscious discipline. Our upcoming ones on those 2-hour delays, check for understanding to make sure we are checking and then making kids do. Guided practice, how do we assess? Is it giving us what we want? And we have even more than that. I've also put instructional focuses on my newsletter to the teachers every week. These are just little ones like use kids' names in the middle of your sentence. Like, Renee, what are you thinking about the math lesson today? And you just kind of say Cassidy, yes. So you can tell you're thinking. That's just one of them in there to keep kids engaged and thinking throughout an entire lesson. Next one, that's kind of the strategy. So some of our staff wanted to stay here. This is Robinson's baby. So we've done 8 apple bar. We're doing a soda shop. If you're a teacher, you're here. That's what's coming. We get popcorn on Fridays and just a little bit of everything as well as just hopping in whenever we think can be helped. And then family engagement. I think LIS has always had that little persona throughout the community that we don't really know what's happening at LIS. This year we started a monthly newsletter, trying to keep families more and know of what is happening, the good things we do. I will end my message with my students are awesome. Let's clap for them. My teachers are awesome. And Ms. Robertson's awesome, my families are awesome, and I appreciate you letting me lead the building. Thank you for being able to join us, Corbin. Feel better. And then you guys can go to your normal meeting. Thank you for your time. I feel like you guys are probably gonna be going home with your parents, so if you can take my chair back. If you aren't staying, that's fine too. Thank you for all you did. I'll get you guys your thank you note by tomorrow. See you,
Good
friends.
job, guys.
I would give you guys house points, and then everybody would get the same amount. It would be a lot.
Exactly.
They'd be like equal.
Thank you.
Yeah, just, yeah, at least we got the
I get press ball hard.
Yeah, we'll move right to Dr. Blaze's report.
Yep, very quickly, this is Lakeland by the numbers, we got to change that date, darn it, there's gonna be a date every time I miss. We are down a few kids from last month again, we have entered below the 1,400 realm for the first time. So we're at 1,393 this month, I did this on Monday, so it's been 12/8. That puts us down 40 from the end of the 24-25 school year, and you can see the trends from the last 4 years. So this is typically a point in the year where we are a little bit lower. We might see a slight increase come January, just depends on how people are moving around in the area.
Okay. Treasurer's
All
report.
right, so we are at 91% of the year completed as of November 30th. We've collected a little over $12 million in the ed fund, and almost $5 million in operations. We did get our deposit for December, so that operations fund will look a lot better. And then spent year to date in the education fund, we're at $13.3 million and $7.7 million in the ops fund. I know we're overspent on our revenue fund. I realize that. So when I do the revenue budget, the revenue budget's a little lower than what I actually anticipate. It's done so that we can try to preserve some cash and things there. But it has been an expensive year, so I do recognize that as well. Hopefully, we have better plans going future for that. But yeah, this year has been a little bit of an expensive year getting things caught back up and stuff. So, anybody has any questions for me?
Any questions for James? I will take this time to let parents know you're free to go. Don't feel like you have to stay. If you'd like to get up and go, that's fine. We appreciate you coming. Thank you for sharing your student with us. We are now on item 1. That is the sale resolution. You guys are giving me permission to sign the sales agreement.
So, yeah, it gives permission to both you and James. You have to have 2 signatories, so one from the board and then our business operations manager. The resolution itself is really long. It goes through the entire process of what we've done, starting back on January 8th, where we held a public hearing concerning the disposal of Lima Brighton, all the way through accepting the offer on Lima Brighton and the steps in between. So now we're to the point where we can finally close the sale. It should be closed by December 18th.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Motion carries. Number 2 is the hiring of the design engineering firm.
Yes, so we have put out an RFP for design and engineering firms for the bond projects, and after doing interviews, we landed with KRM and Design Collaborative for that. So we are asking the board to approve moving forward with KRM Architecture and Design Collaborative for our 2025 bond issue projects.
Entertain a motion to approve. We have a motion, Shelley, a second from Rob. Is there any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Motion carries.
I probably should have led too with KRM's architect in charge for us is going to be Kyle Kiefaber, a Lakeland graduate, and then one of our touch points at Design Collaborative is Adam James, who is also a Lakeland graduate. Fun to have their passion involved in these projects.
Absolutely. 3 takes us to our junior senior high course edition.
So
So, looking at adding 2 math classes. As you know, you remember when I talked, the state is changing how diplomas are earned. And one of those ways is offering a lot more flexibility in the kind of type of classes you offer that count towards the required credits. You still have to have 8 math credits to graduate, but this will give us some flexibility to not. The only one that has to be specific is Algebra 1. We largely want to keep our path the same way, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2. That gets us ready for the SAT, but then they get that last credit. The option to take business math or technical math will be out there for some of our students. So those could also give us flexibility on who's allowed to teach that. Business math can be taught by somebody with a business license, not necessarily mathematics license.
Thank you for the explanation. I entertain a motion to approve these courses, additions. So moved. We have a motion and a second. Is there any questions or discussion?
Jason, I just have one question. Those 2 classes will be absorbed by
Current staff, yep. Sorry, I finished that proposal too. No new staff needed for that to carry.
Any more discussion? All in favor? Motion carries. Item 4 is child development credential.
So the CDA is a kind of credential for preschool, so we do have some paraeducators that are interested in getting that certification. We would not pay for the program for them, but we would like to reimburse them the cost of the test once they pass the test. And it seems ridiculous to me that, preschool is not the highest paying education area. Our preschools pay pretty well, but not all preschools do. And that test is $525. And I just think that's crazy. So if we could help them out by reimbursing that cost once they pass, and then also reflecting in their hourly pay that they have passed and earned that credential, I would like to.
Very good. Entertain a motion to approve that.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? It's a good thing. So, all in favor? Motion carries. Very good. Item 5 is softball coach. Who wants to speak about this?
So the recommendation from our athletic director is that we hire Melissa Bateman as our softball coach.
I will entertain a motion to approve. Second. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Abstain? Motion carries. Congratulations. I see we have a softball coach here with us. Oh, yeah. So next is employments, item 6.
So in employment, I would just like to highlight a couple of things. We have Grant Hadley. We are asking to hire for the instructor for the Learn to Work Academy. As you may remember, that is the county-wide initiative for juniors and seniors in electrical maintenance that Lakeland will host. Grant comes to us with 20 years of experience in the field of electrical maintenance at Cardinal IHE. And when I talked to his most recent supervisor and explained what he would be doing for us, he said he could not think of a better position for Grant. So he has a lot of experience as a trainer, so I think that will go well for the Learn to Work Academy. Also, we have a couple of substitutes on here to be hired that are recent Lakeland graduates. So Carson Mickham and Charles Shakow would like to come back and do some subbing for us. So it's always fun to have them come back to do that.
Entertain a motion to approve. We got a motion. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I was thrown by Charles.
We got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Who's the second?
Shelley was the second.
Thank you.
All in favor? Motion carries. Welcome.
Boy, Charles.
He's got a monocle and everything. It's fusion seal.
7 is transfers.
Yes, we have a couple of transfers, some going from para to sub, some going from sub to para. We also had welcomed Rachel Van Blerkum, I'm not sure if I said that right or not, as a sub-custodian on a temporary basis, and she's doing a bang-up job, so we would like to hire her as a second shift custodian.
All right.
Brianna, yep, she's a sub for us now, and she is moving to a paraprofessional position for us.
Entertain a motion to approve the transfers.
So moved.
We got a motion,
Second.
and there's a second.
Stand up.
All in favor? Motion carries. The board's a little off today. All right, we'll get through. Okay, we're gonna move to 8th, that is volunteer.
We have one boys basketball volunteer for you to approve, that's Lance Miller.
Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor? Motion carries. 9 is a retirement.
And I missed that on my slide, I see. Our retirement is Susie Cook, food service manager at junior senior high. After 30 years in food service, Susie will be hanging up her wooden spoon and enjoying a retired life.
I entertain a motion to approve retirement.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Thank you for all of your years of service. Thank you very much. All in favor? Motion carries. We have 10, that is a resignation.
Yes, Selena Kloppenstein has decided that teaching online will better meet the needs of her family, so we wish her well in that endeavor.
And entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
You didn't ask for any discussion, which I know it's too late now.
You can talk about it.
You did that.
I did not. Obviously, when we have a teacher in mid-season or mid-school year, it's tough on a lot of people. So it's never an enjoyable thing. I know things happen in their lives and they're uncontrollable, but it is taxing on the administration, the staff, and the kids. So it's never a great thing. So I know where Sue's coming from with that. So very understandable. We are going to move to the consent agenda now. 11.
A couple of things I'd like to highlight there are the grants the donations that I'm asking you to accept tonight from the Range County Community Foundation. We have 2 grants. One is an On My Way to Pre-K matching grant that's a bit over almost $3,000 from their Quality Child Care Fund. This matches what our families would have had to charge based on what On My Way to Pre-K paid for families last year. We didn't know we were going to get that bill, so the Community Foundation is helping out Lakeland and several other providers, preschool providers in the area. They're also giving us a community impact grant that was written by Kara Young, a $25,000 grant for the Learn to Work program, which puts that program at over $870,000 in grant funds for them. So that's pretty cool. And then John Wood Foundation has given us a grant for the Laker Lab, which is a 7th and 8th grade exploratory, CTE exploratory opportunity. Alexis Grossman wrote that grant. They are giving us $282,000, which is quite a big drop, considering the $570,000 they gave us for Learn to Work too. So pretty cool. Barletta Boats has also given us a donation of $1,737.50 to buy a new tent for our cross-country track.
Very good. All right, very good. Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor? Motion carries. We have the add-on here of 12. This is the survey.
Correct. So it's an odd ask of you to approve a denial, but we are asking that you deny the survey request for Lyman Brighton, Great Bishop University is asking us to pay for a survey so that they can work with their bank, and that is not our duty. So on the advice of our attorney, we are asking you to approve denying that.
They're asking us to pay for something that they asked for.
We pay for it.
So, entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion and a second from Derek. Is there any discussion?
That will allow them to back out. I don't believe so.
It's a good question. I trust, our legal counsel and their advice on this one.
Sometimes those little things are necessary.
So we have a motion, we have a second. Is there any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Motion does carry the denial. Okay, we're gonna move to 13, which is repairs HVAC.
Yes, unfortunately, during an inspection the other day at Mount Brighton, we noticed that the east wing was very cold, and we found out that several of the classroom univent units were not working appropriately. And our agreement to sell the building is that it will be sold in working order, so we need to make sure that we get those corrected. So I am asking you to approve a maximum amount in fixing the HVAC.
So we can decided to
Right? Yeah. Had it actually sold by July, that's going to be a problem.
And we also ran this through legal counsel to make sure that, we're legally bound and we are for the contracts. I'd entertain a motion to approve the repair.
second.
And a motion and a second, any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Motion carries. At this time, we'll move to public comments. First, we wish to make the board aware of suggestions or ideas and or comments may address the board at this time. Is there any comments? All right. Board member comments.
Well, this is our last meeting before the end of the year, so we made it this far. Actually, I'm not even gonna say what, because jinx it, but, hope everybody has a great holiday, enjoys their family, and it's safe, come back for the second half, and keep the ball rolling, keep the momentum going.
Anyone else?
Thank you, Jason, for good play.
Oh,
Yes.
I did the ticket count today and turned it, we were off 5.
And I didn't have to pay.
Very good. All right, at this time, we'll do the calendar review. Next meeting is January 14th.
Primary.
And we're at the primary. Yes. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got a motion second, all in favor? Motion carries.